Good morning students. Welcome back to the science class. We are doing chapter number 10, transport of substances in living beings. In the introduction video we have seen that transport of various substances like oxygen, nutrients, waste products etc. is very important for living organisms. And we have also seen that this transport in unicellular organisms and in organisms with few cells is very simple. It can happen with the process of diffusion or with the help of water like in hydra. But in higher organisms with large number of cells, that is multicellular organisms, this system is very complex. There is a special organ system meant for the transport of substances in multicellular organisms. This system is known as circulatory system. So we can say that circulatory system is the system that helps in the transport of various substances across the body in multicellular organisms. Today we shall study human circulatory system. Human circulatory system is divided into three parts: blood, blood vessels and heart. Let us see all these three one by one. First of all, let us begin with blood. We know that blood is a vital liquid which flows in our body. Right? Now, this blood consists of two main parts. One is the liquid part, that is plasma, and the second is the blood cells. The blood cells are suspended in the plasma. Plasma is a yellow colored or light yellow colored, straw colored, we can say, liquid. It consists of 92% water, and the three types of blood cells, RBCs, WBCs and platelets, they are suspended in the plasma. This plasma is very important as it contains 7% proteins, helps in the transport of proteins. Then it contains minerals like sodium and potassium, which are very important for us, hormones, etc. Plasma also helps in maintaining the pH of the blood and maintaining the blood pressure. So children, plasma is a straw colored liquid in which the blood cells are suspended. Plasma consists of 55% of the blood and blood cells are around 45%. The remaining part is of the cells. There are three types of blood cells: RBCs, WBCs and platelets. RBCs means red blood cells or erythrocytes. The shape of RBC is disc-like, rounded and flattened from both the sides, appear like a disc. These RBCs, they contain a pigment called hemoglobin. This hemoglobin gives the red color to the blood. The red color of the blood is because of this hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is a very important pigment which helps in the transport of oxygen in the blood. Because of the presence of hemoglobin, the red blood cells are able to transport oxygen across the body. Second type of blood cells are WBCs or leukocytes. WBCs, their shape is not fixed, they are of irregular shape, larger than RBC. The size is larger. RBCs, they are changed after every 120 days. We can say that life cycle of red blood cells is 120 days. In 120 days, they are disposed of and new RBCs are produced. And that is why only it is advisable to donate blood. There is no harm in donating blood. Whereas WBCs, the WBCs are also various types. You will learn in your senior classes. Right now, we will only learn about the shape, that is irregular in shape, amoeboid we can say. Some of them are phagocytic in nature. They capture the germs and protect us from the infection. Lastly, the third type of blood cell is the platelets. Platelets are the smallest. They are also irregular in shape and they are colorless. Platelets help in clotting blood. Clotting blood means suppose we get some cut or wound on our body. After few minutes you will see that the blood stops flowing from it and a layer is deposited over there. So this platelets, they help in closing the wound, clotting the blood, stopping the flow of the blood from the body. So they are very important for our body. So this is all about blood. Blood consists of plasma and blood cells. Blood cells are of three types: red blood cell, white blood cells and platelets. Now the second part of our circulatory system, blood vessels. Blood vessels are like pipes which carry the blood through the body. Now these blood vessels are also of three types: arteries, veins and capillaries. Now as we know that the heart pumps the blood. That means the blood regularly goes and comes back from the heart. And this is done with the help of these blood vessels. Arteries are the blood vessels which carry the blood from heart to other organs. From heart to other organs. These arteries, they are thick walled. Their walls are muscular, thick, because the blood from the heart comes with pressure. So these need to be strong. And there is no valve. Valve means there is only one direction flow. Because they are coming with pressure, they don't need valve. Backflow is not possible because the blood is flowing with pressure. Arteries carry blood from heart to organs. Most of the arteries, in fact, almost all of them carry oxygenated blood except the pulmonary artery, which carries blood from heart to lungs. And that carries carbon dioxide. Only pulmonary artery is an exception. Second blood vessel, veins. In comparison to artery, veins are having thin walls and the lumen is larger, walls are thin. Veins do the opposite function of the arteries. Veins carry blood from organs to heart. From organs to heart. Okay. So most of the veins, they carry blood with carbon dioxide. Except one again, the pulmonary vein, which comes from lungs to the heart. And we know that in the lungs, exchange of gases is taking place in the alveoli. So the pulmonary vein is bringing oxygenated blood from lungs to the heart. So pulmonary vein is again an exception. Valves are present in the veins to prevent the backflow of the blood towards the organs. Because veins are carrying carbon dioxide containing blood. So to prevent the backflow of the blood should not flow back to the organs. It should go from organs to the heart only. There are valves for preventing the backflow. And lastly, the third type of blood vessel, capillaries. Capillaries are thinnest blood vessels. They are so thin that the substances can diffuse out of them, right? And because of that, they help in exchanging of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the alveoli, as we have studied in chapter Respiration in Living Beings. Veins connect capillaries connect arteries and veins. Capillaries connect arteries and veins. So here you can see this blue colored structure which I have drawn, that is a vein, and the red colored structure is the artery. And connecting them are thin blood vessels, they are capillaries. So we have three types of blood vessels. Arteries, which carry blood from heart to organs. Veins, which carry blood from organs to heart. And capillaries, which are the thinnest blood vessels and connect arteries and veins. Now the most important organ of the circulatory system, that is the pumping organ, the heart. Children, human beings are mammals and mammals have four-chambered heart. Means our heart is divided into four chambers, four parts. These four parts are left auricle and right auricle. These are the upper parts, smaller ones and thin walled. Then left ventricle and right ventricle. The ventricles, they are the lower parts, larger ones and they have thick walls. Whereas auricles are smaller, having thin walls and they are on the upper side of the heart. So heart is four-chambered, having left auricle, right auricle, left ventricle and right ventricle. Now this heart keeps on beating all our life. From the beginning to the end of our life, it continuously keeps beating, keeps pumping the blood, and that is why it is made up of special kind of muscles which do not get tired. They are the cardiac muscles. These are special muscles. They are involuntary. They are not under our control. They function on their own continuously. So children, these are the three parts of human circulatory system: blood, blood vessels and heart. The structure of the heart and the circulation of blood through the heart we will study in the next video. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you.